because of the expedited review. Giants will not be charged for a challenge, obviously. And the Vikings are going to come out in jumbo formation. They are going to go. They just converted a 4th and 2 for 18 yards on this drive to Hawkinson a moment ago. This will be a 4th and 1. Blake Randall, eligible player as a 6th offensive lineman.
Now, the interior of this defensive line, that's the strength for the Giants. So does Minnesota go right at their strength? They try to go a little more off tackle? How many bodies they have in there?
Quarterback sneak. Well, they jumped. They jumped. You're right. It's coming back. It's on Minnesota.
There's something off about the timing, breaking the huddle. Kirk Cousins is looking back at the official.
Oh. False start. Man, that was big. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Buccaneers Locker. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you of all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Playoff football weekend's been pretty fun. All the games been pretty good. Well, first half of the Seattle 49er game was pretty good. Jags, Chargers, Giants, Vikings, Bills, Dolphins. Every game is coming down to the end. Yeah, as you can see, it ain't no blowouts, folks. Trying to tell y'all, man, I mean, even that 49er Seahawks game, that was close at the halftime and even to the third quarter. 49 was just too superior, but the rest of these games been pretty right there to the wire. I got a feeling like it ain't gonna be the same way. It's gonna be tight. But the thing I'm noticing, the thing that stands out outside of the 49ers and Seahawks game, now that was just because the 49ers had a superior roster. The roster just took over, right? They didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, coaching was fine. Like, Kyle Shanahan called a great game, right? But the Seattle Seahawks, they need a couple guys on defense. They need some dogs on defense, especially in the front seven. You know, they need a couple of fronts. They need a couple of guys in the front seven that can equal out with the 49ers, because they're going to be a problem for a while. Seahawks and 49ers, they're going to be going at it. Rams and Cardinals going the opposite way, but the Seahawks, they eat on their draft. They need a couple dogs, Jalen Smith or Will Anderson, you know, and probably maybe this draft for the Seahawks, they need to probably go all defense. Like, all defense. The first 4 or 5 picks, straight defense. Now, I know they got Woodland, they got Kobe Bryant, they got Quandre Diggs, they got Jamal Adams coming back, but they don't have to pay Quandre Diggs a lot of money. They can get rid of him. And Jamal Adams, they can figure out his contract restructure, maybe trade him or something like that. But they front seven, I like that pass rusher they got, Taylor and Manifu and the number 10 guy. But they need some defensive tackles. They need some more guys. Ryan Neal's okay. But I think Seattle need to go straight defense their first 3 or 4 picks in the draft, because their offense is going to be fine. But the 49ers are just more superior, top to bottom. Coaching, roster, scheme, running game, passing game, athletes, explosiveness. You know, Seahawks couldn't keep up. That was the only issue with that game. That was the only reason why that game was kind of a quote-unquote blowout. And then if you look at the Chargers and Jags game, that was a blowout, but then the Jaguars came back. Shout out to the Jaguars. Jaguars representing Florida, even though, you know, I'm not a Jaguar fan, but since they a team from Florida in the playoffs, I'm going to root for them, right? Jaguars came back. Trevor Lawrence played a hell of a second half. I was shocked. The Chargers played to lose. The Chargers played to lose the game. Up 27-0. You got a chance to put the game away, and you just don't do it. And that has a lot to do with the head coach, Brandon Staley. And he's a defensive guy. Let's keep that in mind. Brandon Staley is a defensive coach. The San Diego Chargers, Gold Chargers, they fired Anthony Lynn, an offensive coach, to hire Brandon Staley. And to be honest with you, Anthony Lynn is a better coach than Brandon Staley, in my opinion. So the Chargers regressed at the coaching. They thought they got one of the little boy wonders, and it was a fluke. Now, the thing about the Chargers, I don't know if they're going to fire Brandon Staley. They should, but here's the thing. The Chargers owner, Dean Spanos, he's cheap. The San Diego Chargers owner is cheap, very cheap. He don't like to spend money, and he don't like to fire coaches. He don't like to fire coaches after 2 years because he's already paying, Anthony Lynn. He don't want to play Brandon Staley. And then I don't see him paying Sean Payton $20 million. He's a cheap owner. The Chargers don't even have a stadium. They're sharing a stadium. Dean Spanos is one of the cheapest owners in the NFL. So I don't know. Maybe they're running back with Brandon Staley, but I don't see it going anywhere. They should fire him because that's a fireable offense. Oh my goodness. That's a fireable offense. And that's sad. And the thing about it, the Chargers got talent. And it's like, why is it not working? Derwin James, Bosa, Khalil Mack, Asante Samuel Jr. Shouts out to Asante Samuel Jr. Derwin James, Bryce Callahan. Like, what's the deal? Now, I think the Chargers need to get another receiver. They need another receiver. And the Chargers didn't even run the ball that much in the second half. They only ran the ball like 8 times. They need to run the ball. I like Austin Eckler. He's nice. Austin Eckler is nice, but he's not a bell cow. They need a back that can get some carries. Austin Eckler is a third down back. He's good, but Austin Eckler is a third down back. He's a third down back. They need to get a running back. A Rashawn Robinson from Texas or something. They need to get a running back. But if they trade for Sean Payton, they're not going to have no first or second round pick this year. And then next year, they're not going to have a first or second. So the Chargers need a couple more players. They got a nice little roster, but they need a couple more players and a better coach. I think the Chargers would be better with Frank Wright or DeMeco Ryans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they'd be better with those guys. But yeah, shout out to the Jags. Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson is a hell of a coach. It's so funny. Why didn't teams want to hire him? Wow, the Jags. You know who the other team was? You know who else interviewed Doug Peterson? Do you know who else interviewed Doug Peterson besides the Jaguars? Because the Jaguars wanted Byron Leftwich. The Jaguars wanted Byron Leftwich. Exactly. The New Orleans Saints interviewed. They did a video interview with Doug Peterson. They chose Dennis Allen over Doug Peterson. Let that sink in. I repeat, Mickey Loomis, the Saints front office, chose They chose Dennis Allen over Doug Peterson. That's a catch.
Left foot's definitely down. It's hard to see if that right toe is in, but they're going fast. You got to see if Kevin O'Connell, he's not going to challenge it.
So now Jones going deep for the end zone. Incomplete.
Yes, the Saints made a great call by hiring Dennis Allen. That's 2 wins for the Bucs every single time. And when I was doing my research last night, when the Jazz came out, I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me the Saints could have hired Doug Peterson? A much better coach? A much better coach than Dennis Allen? I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you coaching matters, folks. Every coaching cycle, it's always 1 or 2 coaches. You be like, man, we should have had him. And I know the Saints fans kicking themselves in the head right now. They like, man, we could have had Doug Peterson. And I'm going to be honest with you. Doug Peterson can make a lot of teams better because he has experience. He has a Super Bowl winning coach. He got a team. He had Nick Foles at quarterback, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nick Foles. Doug Peterson got fired, unfortunately, but coaching matters, man. And so what's so interesting is if you look at the playoffs, the teams that's having success is offensive coaches. Matter of fact, just look around the league. And yeah, and he had Carson Wentz playing really well. So I just thought that was interesting that the Saints made that decision. They felt like Dennis Allen was a better coach. Yeah, Carson Wentz got him fired. Yes. And that's sad. That's sad. That's why, you know what? I like Frank Wright. I think Frank Wright is going to be another Doug Peterson. I think Frank Wright is going to be another Doug Peterson situation. He's going to go to a team. He's going to make that team better. He got fired in Indianapolis because of the quarterback situation. The GM didn't help him out, and the owner didn't help him out. It's like they set Frank Wright up to fail. And I believe, in my opinion, I think Frank Wright is going to be another Doug Peterson. He's going to get he's going to get on the team. He's going to get on the team, and he's going to make that team better. Yep. Think about that for a second. Coaching matters, folks, and sometimes teams get in their own way. The Panthers could have hired Frank Wright. I mean, like, you gotta when you're looking at a coach to hire a coach, look at his coaching tree. Look at the coaching tree. What is his tutelage? Where did he get his things from? What did he get his understanding of the game from? You know, so funny. Everything connects back to Bill Walsh. Parcells, Bill Walsh, Mike Holmgren, Andy Reid came from Mike Holmgren tree. If you go back and look at those coaching trees, what is the tutelage? Where did you get your foundation understanding of the game from? And Frank Wright came from the Andy Reid tree. Doug Peterson, Andy Reid tree. I'm telling you, man, like, it matters, man. It matters. The Bill Parcells coaching tree. It matters, man. I like Frank Wright. Yes, Doug Peterson was a part of the Andy Reid tree. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Dada Saints #1. What's up? Shout out to you, man. Brent, what's up? Lightning Films, Big Bucks. Felix, what's up? I mean, look, I think next year a lot of coaches gonna be on the hot seat. Todd Bowles, Dennis Allen, Arthur Smith. 3 coaches in the NFC South gonna be in the hot seat. I'm telling you, Todd Bowles, Dennis Allen, Arthur Smith. All 3 will be on the hot seat. I guarantee you. promise you. Mike Vrabel gonna be on the hot seat. Brandon Staley, if he comes back, on the hot seat. Robert Saleh on the hot seat. Who else? Mike McDaniel on the hot seat. I'm telling y'all, man. Ron Rivera, if he comes back to the Commanders, hot seat. I promise you. I wouldn't be surprised Matt LaFleur in the hot seat. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be some people not Josh McDaniels. I mean, it's going to be about 9 to 12 coaching jobs. Coach is going to be like, I got to get right. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. So let me get to the next game. Oh, yeah, Airbnb. The Saints should have hired Airbnb. Doug Peterson, Airbnb. Frank Wright sitting out there. And y'all going with Dennis Allen in a quarterback-driven league? I'm sorry. If you are a defensive coach, a head coach, you better have an explosive offensive coordinator. You better have an Pete Carroll got a nice offensive coordinator. Sean McDermott got a really nice offensive coordinator. Ken Dorsey. If you are a defensive coach, you need an explosive offensive coordinator, and you can't tie his hands behind his back. You can't, when you have an offensive coordinator as a defensive coach, you can't tie his hands behind his back and say, we're going to play close games. We're going to play conservative. We're going to play close to the vest. We're going to play close games. Todd Bowles, Dennis Allen, Mike Vrabel. These are defensive coaches, and they're, you know what I'm saying? But they play close to the vest. They handcuff the offensive coordinator. Todd Bowles, head coach of the Bucs. He got his hands all in the way in the offense. You got to let these guys call the game. You got to score points to win games. You can't play these 16, 13, 17, 16 type games because you go against a superior team, you're going to lose. It's one of the reasons why defensive coaches, they always lose because their offense be so conservative. Everything's got to be so close. Everything's got to be, we can't go for it. Todd Bowles and Dennis Allen's at the bottom of the league when it comes to going for it. Mike Vrabel, yeah, he go, but same thing with him. You need an explosive offensive coordinator. And if you got a guy that put up some numbers, let him call the offense. Stop getting in the way, because if you get in the way, you're going to cause problems. Brandon Staley, defensive coach. He played conservative in the second half. He told Mike Lombardi, a former Saints quarterback coach, assistant OC, we just going to kind of, they couldn't even run the ball. Got to have an explosive offensive coordinator. Whether you're an offensive head coach or defensive head coach. And if you're an offensive head coach calling the plays, then that's on you. But you're literally seeing it. You saw it in the San Diego Chargers game. I'm sorry, the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, trying to tell y'all, man. Defensive coaches, they have a mindset. I want to win tough games. If the offense ain't work, I know the ego thing. I know my defense got it. Todd Bowles do it. Dennis Allen do it. Brandon Staley do it. Mike Vrabel do it. Belichick do it. Pete Carroll do it. They all do it. But that's not it. Robert Saleh, look at him. He had to fire Mike LaFleur. OC wasn't cutting it. You got to go. Cliff Kingsbury's getting phone calls about being the OC from several teams because they know he can explosiveness. Explosiveness. You need that. So you look at that Jaguars and Chargers game, that should tell you a lot. Go look at the 49ers and Seattle game. And then the Bills and Dolphins game, That was back and forth. The reason why the Dolphins lost that game was because of coaching. Mike McDaniel didn't know how to time clock management. Clock management is so important. You got to know you got to have a feel for the game, and you literally saw Mike McDaniels didn't have no feel for the game. Mike McDaniels had no feel for the game. Zero feel. Calling timeouts, the play clock running out like 8,000 times. They calling plays so close to the, like, every time they snapped the ball, it was like 1 second left. The Dolphins had a chance to beat the Bills, and they didn't do it. If they had a better quarterback and a more experienced coach, they would have got that game. They would have got that game. Josh McDaniels, and I think this is going to be a trend with him. He's going to have a trend of time management. And that's my opinion with Josh McDaniels. Mike McDaniels. I think he's going to have that issue throughout his coaching career. I think he's going to be one of those guys when things get tight, he ain't going to know what to do. How do you mess the clock management up? You had a chance to at least tie the game. You had Buffalo on the ropes, and the play caller on 3rd and 4th down was awful. And don't get me wrong, Skylar Thompson did not play well at all. This is what happens when you don't have a running game. Miami Dolphins did not have a running game to complement that young quarterback. That young quarterback threw the ball, I think, almost 50 times. He completed less than 50% of his balls. How are you going to have a quarterback throw the ball that many times? Can somebody explain to me Skylar Thompson throwing the ball almost 50 times? Is that a recipe for a win? Everything went your way. You got the turnovers. You was winning. What was Miami doing? I was rooting for Miami. I wanted them to upset the Buffalo, and they had a shot, and they blew it. Mike McDaniels and the quarterback and no running game. Running game is your quarterback's best friend, and Buffalo could have blown it too. Jaguars didn't blow it. You know what they kept doing? They kept running the ball to Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence kind of got his groove in the second half, but they kept running the ball to Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne over 100 yards. Effective. Running game is the quarterback best friend when he's struggling. Yeah, I know Jaden Wallow, he dropped a few, but I'm saying that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Dolphins couldn't run the ball. So you had this young man throwing the ball. That dude is a second, third string backup. That's what he is. That dude couldn't make simple NFL throws, simple NFL reads. He missed a number of throws that could have put so much pressure on the Bills defense. He made some good throws, but he missed a lot of throws. I'm sitting there watching the game like, good God, you can't make a simple out route throw. You can't make a simple read in an in-breaking route with Tyreek Hill. You missed that throw. How do you? Some you know what's so crazy about some of these quarterbacks? A lot of quarterbacks are programmed to check the ball down and play it safe. A lot of the quarterbacks are programmed to play it safe and conservative. This is why Josh Allen and Burrow and Mahomes going to always be successful. Because they're aggressive. And it was the crazy thing about it. The head coach don't even mind. Aggressiveness, you got to know when to harness it, know when to use it. But give me an aggressive quarterback over a conservative quarterback. Let me tell you, Bucs fans, I do not want Tyler Huntley as a quarterback. Yeah, he's a rookie. I do not want Tyler Huntley. I don't even want Derek Carr. They're too conservative. Too conservative. You got to have some aggression in you. We already frustrated as it is as Bucs fans. So you really want Tyler Huntley? You really want Derek Carr? You really want Jimmy G? You think that Jimmy G and Carr is going to be Mahomes and Herbert and Joe Burrow and Josh Allen? No. I'll rock with Buffalo's offense. Give me that all day. Give me Buffalo offense 10 times out of 10. Aggressiveness gonna get you there. When your quarterback play with confidence, it'll work out. Now, granted, it'll be some bad throws. Don't get me wrong, but guess what? At least you ain't got to worry about no Derek Carr, no Tyler Huntley, and no Jimmy G. I don't want that. Conservative quarterbacks are good for defensive coaches. They're not good for offensive coaches because you got to make some aggressive throws. And that's the problem with these captain checkdowns. Because when the game gets tighter, when you need a big play, they can't give it to you. Now, somebody say they want Tyler Huntley. No. Teddy Bridgewater. No. What are y'all doing? What are y'all thinking when it comes to quarterback? Are you trying to win or are you just trying to win these 16, 13 games? These 20 to 17 games. Nah, don't get me wrong. A win is a win. But fam, that's a ceiling playing like that. That's why Dennis Allen, and anybody that coach Derek Carr, there's a limit. Jimmy G, there's a limit. And the reason why Jimmy G kept winning with the 49ers, it wasn't because of him. He wasn't the reason, or he wasn't even the main reason why they was winning. He was like the fifth reason why the 49ers was winning. And look at it. The 49ers winning without him easily. So that tells you right there. Brock Purdy is the opposite of Jimmy G. Give me a Brock Purdy on Tampa Bay. Give me a Brock Purdy on Tampa Bay. Give me that type of quarterback. I don't want no captain check down. If Tom Brady don't come back, I don't want these little, I don't know. No, give me the real quarterback. Quarterback with some confidence. People don't understand, man. Confident quarterback makes a hell of a lot difference than a conservative quarterback, because conservative quarterbacks, they make you so frustrated. Because then you need a big play on 3rd and 9. He's throwing a 6-yard route. Brock Purdy got some aggressiveness in him. I like that. I like the Josh Allen. I like the Joe Burrow. I like the Patrick Mahomes. But they're going to get it there. They might mess up, but guess what? They're going to keep coming at you. Think about this. Look at Buffalo. And I like to use Buffalo as an example. Big arm quarterback, 6'5", 6'6". Not scared. Not scared. The Buffalo Bills can have 27 seconds with the ball on their 27-yard line. You think they're going to go in halftime? Like, we're just going to go in halftime and, we're going to take a couple knees. No, they're going to get that ball with 27 seconds left, and they're going to try to get a field goal. And what did Josh Allen do? He's going to get it. Give me the quarterback that's going to play with swag and confidence. I'm going to get it. You can have them conservative quarterbacks. I'm telling y'all, watch the playoffs. Purdy, Allen, Mahomes. Go give me a go-getter quarterback. Don't give me no Jimmy G, no Derek Carr, no Tyler Huntley. Don't give me that. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. Don't give me no Jared Goff. I'm good. Don't give me no Sam Darnold. Nope, I'm good. I don't want it. Don't give me no Andy Dalton on the Bucs. No. They'll win you some games. Don't get me wrong. They will win you some games. They'll win you some games. Trust and believe. Give me a Geno Smith. Give me a Geno Smith. Don't give me a Matthew Stafford. I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. Y'all be capping for these low ceiling quarterbacks. Give me the risk taker. Give me the Josh Allen. Give me the Mahomes. And then once Justin Herbert get a better coach, give me Justin Herbert. Because those quarterbacks, they're going to make the throws, baby. And the coaching matters. Don't get me wrong. Coaching matters. Cannot play conservative. The Giants in the Vikings game, I called this game. I said the Giants gonna win. I got the Giants winning this game. Give me the Giants. Brian Dable, offensive coach. He got Daniel Jones. Brian Dable is doing what Doug Peterson did to Carson Wentz. Got to be aggressive in the playoffs, man. You can't play conservative in the playoffs. He just said it. Both coaches are being aggressive. Kevin O'Connell, former quarterback, former OC. Brian Dable, OC, quarterback. Aggressive coaches going to always prevail at the end. Conservative coaches, you know, the Todd Bowles, the Dennis Allens, the Brandon Staley's, they got a ceiling. They'll win you games, but you're trying to win the big one. Look at the Giants. First down, Giants. First down, Giants on 4th and inches. Aggressive coaches are going to go further in the playoffs. Aggressive coach is going to take you further. Aggressive quarterback is going to take you further. You got to believe in the coach. You got to believe in the quarterback. You can't win with these little Derek Carrs and these Jimmy G's. They'll get you to these games, but when you need these guys to make plays, it just ain't it. Because if the defense ain't scared of your quarterback, they're gonna sit on every route. They ain't gonna be scared of you. And this is why the Bucs had a problem in the regular season, because nobody was scared of Tom Brady throwing the ball down the field. Tom Brady's not aggressive. Tom Brady's aggressive. He can get there. But I'm just saying, this season, the reason why the Bucs fans was frustrated because the coach game plan was trash, and the OC was kind of handcuffed, and then Tom Brady playing captain checkdown. I got the Giants beating the Vikings, and that's what's about to happen. This was my one upset. This is my one upset of the playoffs, and I call this. Now, let's get down to the Bucs and Cowboys game. After what we talked about this week about the Cowboys and the Bucs issues, both team sides, coaching will be the number one reason why whoever wins this game is going to be because of coaching. Who got the best game plan? On both sides. Right? Dallas offense explosive. Dallas front seven explosive. Bucs got potential to be very explosive on offense. Bucs defense is very aggressive. But the number one reason why the Bucs or the Cowboys will win this game is because coaching. Who do you trust? Mike McCarthy or Todd Bowles? Mike McCarthy and Todd Bowles. Don't get me wrong. There will be some sub plots there. You know, the Brady and Micah Parsons and all that. At the end of the day, those crucial moments, that's what's going to come down to. Now, my prediction, drum rolls, please. After understanding the situation, the terrain, it's a home game, Monday Night Football in Tampa. Tampa going to be rocking. What's y'all score prediction? What y'all think the score going to be? And who you got winning? Let me ask y'all that first. Lightning Films, Putty, Josh, Dada Saint number 1. Who you got winning out of the Bucs and Cowboys game? What's your score prediction? Who you got winning?
So the clock will stop as Slayton had a free run with 3:03 to go. Enormous time for a drop.
Yeah, not only does it stop the clock, it ends the game, in essence. He catches that ball. He has nothing but green grass in front of him. He runs for the first down, and this game is...
Darius Slayton dropped the easy first down ball.
Critical error by a player who's played so well. Wow.
So, a huge break for the Vikings. Gillen going to punt it away. High kick. Rager calls fair catch and does so.
Got the Bucs winning 20-14.
It's an absolute dart by Daniel Jones. He puts it right on that front shoulder pad to allow run after the catch, and nothing really fancy, just flat drops it.
31-28 Bucs. 27-23 Bucs. 24-21 Bucs. 27-23 Bucs. 31-24 Bucs. 28-14. So okay. 35-14 Bucs. I think everybody's on the same page. I think we're on the same page, folks. I think we're on the same page. We're on the same page, folks. I got the Bucs winning. I got the Bucs winning by the score of 30-27. I got them scoring over 18 points. I told y'all this can't be the Bucs of old this past season. They can't be the Bucs of old. They got to play beyond what they've been playing all season long. 30-27 Bucs in a close game. Huh? That's a personal foul?
He's in contact with him before the ball. He's still got the ball when they're swinging to the ground. I get the protection of the quarterback, but I just don't think that's...
Boy, they called a personal foul on that?
Seems like such a critical junction.
I'm not sure is he supposed to sit him down?
Wow. They called personal foul on that? The refs got to stop this, man. They got to stop this. These referees got to stop this, man. These referees getting away way too much, man. In that situation, that's not a personal foul. He didn't even slam him to the ground. He just threw him to the ground. Good God. My goodness. Y'all seen that call the refs did? Oh, man, this is why people be thinking football is scripted. But anyway, I got the Bucs winning 30-27 in a close game. The Bucs get the lead early, and they hold on at the end. And depending on the outcome of this game, we'll be going to the San Francisco 49ers. We'll be going to San Francisco or the Philly. So either way, next game won't be easy. Next game won't be easy for the Bucs. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm rooting for the Bucs, and the Jaguars got to play. Chiefs. I hope the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. Yeah. But I got the Bucs beating the Cowboys. Y'all with me? We on the same page. I got the Bucs beating the Cowboys. I see y'all tomorrow, man. You know, I had to jump on here, you know, and talk some playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I got the Giants still winning this game. I got a feeling Kirk Cousins gonna mess up somewhere. I just got a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing against Kirk Cousins personally, but you know, I'm give me the aggressive quarterback over the captain checkdowns. Do y'all see? One thing I also noticed about the playoffs: trenches on both sides of the ball. Have you seen the games? Have you seen these games? When you need that pressure, when you need that sack, you need that run stop. You see them defensive lines? When you need that good blocking, you see them old lines? Trenches matter, folks. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't believe me. Oh, Molly Mall, what's up, buddy? Molly Mall. 27-24 Cowboys in overtime. Where you getting that from? Where are you getting that from, Molly Mall? How is you coming up with that? I don't believe you. 27-24. Molly Mall, pick the Bucs, man. Cowboy fans ain't gonna be mad at you, man. Pick the Bucs. What's up, George? I think we're not done. But Isaiah, I think we're not done. All these coaches aggressive except Brandon Staley. I hear you, man. I hear you. You gonna be in the live stream tomorrow? Don't run. I need you here, Molly Mall. Fran got all the smoke for you, bro. But I rock with Molly Mall because he took that very well. He didn't even come back with no arguments. He didn't even come with no crazy talking and none of that stuff. He kept it cool. He kept it calm. He kept collected. You know what I'm saying? Everything remained smooth with Molly Mall. When Fran was going in too. I rock with Fran. Fran was going in. I'm watching the Giants D line, man. They getting in there, man. Darius Slayton dropped that ball, man. Come on, Giants. Well, if the Giants win, we're going to Philly. No, if the Giants win. All right, 4th and 8. This is the game right here. Come on, Giants. If the Giants win, we're going to San Francisco. If the Giants win, we're going to San Francisco. Oh, man. Oh, what do you want to go to San Francisco? I don't want to go. I'd rather go to Philly. Oh, he checked it down. What did I tell you? 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 He checked it down. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about those type of quarterbacks? What did I tell you about captain checkdowns? What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Kirk Cousins? The Derek Carrs? What did I tell y'all about these quarterbacks? He checked the ball down on 4th and 8. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all about the Kirk Cousins? What did I tell y'all? Y'all don't listen to me. Derek Carr. Give me Jimmy G. Give me Tyra Huntley. I don't want those type of quarterbacks on my team. I call this upset. I call this upset. What did I right on cue? Kirk Cousins, right on cue. He will win you some games. It'll look good. But when it matters, this is what he do. Him, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Tyler Huntley. All these type of quarterbacks are just like they are wired like that. If the Bucs beat the Cowboys, won in San Francisco. What did I tell y'all about them type of quarterbacks? Brian Daboll is the coach of the year. Brian Daboll is better than Kevin O'Connell. He's better than Kevin O'Connell. What did I tell y'all? What? This is not even an upset. Coaching matters, folks. Coaching matters. Quarterback matters. You can't have these little cheesy quarterbacks. What did I tell y'all about the captain check down? They are wired like that. Kirk Cousins is wired like Derek Carr. That's wired like Jared Goff. That's wired the same. They're wired the same. How you throw a 3-yard route on 4th and 8? Get the ball down the field. Andy Dalton. It is what it is, folks. Don't get mad at me. I told y'all about them type of quarterbacks. Y'all don't want to listen to me. So where are them Bucs fans that want the Jimmy G? Where are those Bucs fans that won't give me Jimmy G? I don't want Jimmy G. No thanks. I don't want Derek Carr. I don't want to pay Derek Carr all that money. I don't want to play Jimmy G all that money. Because when it matters, because they'll win you games. They'll win you games. It'll look good. It'll look cute. It's going to look cute. But when your expectations is raised high, they're going to disappoint you every time. Am I wrong? Go watch them. Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, they're the same. It's in their DNA. They're not aggressive at heart. They are not aggressive at nature. They're not alpha. They're not alpha. They're not alphas on the field, in the locker room. No. And you know what? You can't even really blame. You can jump on Kevin O'Connell, but Kirk Cousins got no better than that. These guys are getting paid a lot of money. Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, getting paid a ton of money. But they'll never get you to where you want to go. They'll have you some double-digit wins. They'll get you 10, 11 wins in the regular season. And there'll be some of those games will be close. Then they'll have you some breakout games, give you some wins or whatever. It's all cute. But when it matters, the AKA playoffs, they do stuff like this. Or when crunch time happens, the Vikings been treading water the whole season. They're 11-0 in one-score games. I knew there was frauds. Anyway, shouts out to all the Powers and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining. Folks, it's our time tomorrow. At least we don't have a conservative quarterback. At least we don't have a Kirk Cousins on our team. At least we don't have a Derek Carr or Tyler Huntley or Jimmy G on our team at quarterback right now. At least we don't have no Andy Dalton on our team. We got Tom Brady. He gonna let it all out, hang it out. He gonna hang it out there tomorrow. Let's keep it real. He gonna hang it out there. Give me some bombs away. 50-50 bombs away. Give me some of that. I need to see some bombs away. I don't mind a little check down here and there, a little check down, some screen pass and all that, but give me some down the field throws too. So Bucs win, going to San Francisco. Oh, man. Why we gotta go to San Francisco? I'd rather go to Philly. But Giants did their job. I mean, you know. But anyway, 30-27 Bucs win. I gotta win tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the locker room. It's gonna be rocking tomorrow. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be happening. Don't miss it. We're going to have some fun. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag stay humble. Stay humble. Tomorrow, please, stay humble. Win or lose. Hashtag trenches matter. You're going to see tomorrow. You definitely going to see tomorrow. Probability versus possibility. Hashtag, what did your eyes tell you? Hashtag, what did your eyes tell you? Hashtag, don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. Hashtag, fire the cannons. Hashtag, walk the plank. Hashtag, why? Why? Why if we beat the Cowboys, we got to go to San Francisco? I don't want to. I want them to play services. I want to play them in the NFC Championship game, but it is what it is. Just beat the Cowboys, do what we got to do. But why? Hashtag why? Okay. I know I just called it. I know what Kirk Cousins is. But some of you want that type of quarterback. Derek Carr, Jimmy G. You want that type of quarterback. Hashtag Super Bowl or bust. At the end of the day, folks, that ain't changing. Let's get it started tomorrow. Be there or be square in the locker room. I'm out.